Well, usually people don't sleep over there. I imagine that if you're sleeping there, then
Okay, how much is this guy a Kansas City fan? Super Bowl, the last one, 55 was it? NFL office and the game officials have chosen the Bucks to win. Worst officiated game I have ever seen in a very long time. My team is not in the game. Oh, okay. I don't care who wins. Obviously you do because you posted on Google.
Did the officials cripple the entire offensive line of Kansas City?
Yeah,
or?
what did the officials make Patrick Mahomes look like he was the guy from 1917 running around for his life the whole time? Like,
But not he. The only thing missing in that if you were to give a Patrick Mahomes highlight reel of the Super Bowl, it'd be with the theme song of Benny Hill. So.
Okay. I got nervous for a second. I thought he was going to be racist, but I just wanted to see a good game. Not you, this guy posting. I just wanted to see a good game. The 7 black, that's when I started getting nervous. And whites have affected the outcome. That's not their job. So somebody didn't like the Super Bowl outcome, so they gave.
And to be honest, if his receivers had actually caught some of those balls, the game would have been pretty close.
yeah.
Because there were a couple of plays where Mahomes made like incredible throws, but the receivers just boop, 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 fumble.
All right, somebody named
Kelsey
several
dropped. I
balls
think
that
Tyreek Hill, I think, dropped a pass on like the 1 yard line, the one where Mahomes literally threw it at like a horizontal in the air.
Some guy named Kenny West was hurt by the NFL 9 months ago. He gave them 1-star review saying, "Thank you to Roger. I'm turning off the TV and saving money that used to buy tickets. But the best thing is there needs to be a comma there because that's a contraction.
It's Wisconsin.
The best thing is I'm spending quality time with family. I promise this. I'm not coming back. The TV's next to go. Good riddance." So what happened to Kenny West 9 months ago with the NFL, specifically Roger Goodell, that he decided?
Question: does he not use a TV for anything besides just sports?
I know I do.
Get rid of your TV for it.
Yeah, I'm old. I watch weekday nightly news. Local.
Yeah.
All right, where's this
The Weather
guy?
Channel.
I just clicked on his profile. We're gonna figure out where he's at, and then figure out, due to the region, what happened 9 months ago that pissed him off.
Yay, doxing.
He's reviewed mostly in the Tennessee area. Hold on, Chattanooga area, so very southeastern Tennessee. He's reviewed something in looks like Panama City, Florida. So that's western panhandle of Florida. So no football over there. Where else? Come on, where's all of his reviews at? Mostly in the Tennessee, Atlanta, or Georgia border area. We got one in the St. Louis area. Which, why would he care? He's got one at FedEx Field. What do you say about FedEx Field? Oh, okay. I figured out why. Like just clicking on it. He is not happy about the name change and is blaming Roger Goodell.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
If anything, blame FedEx. They were probably the knockout punch.
Okay, so 9 months ago is when he went off about Roger Goodell. 11 months ago, he said they will always be the former nickname. And on the other hand, no more NFL, FedEx, and no more money for tickets and the sponsors of the NFL. Sundays for church and family, no more.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, he reviewed something called the Alien Armory Tactical out of St. Louis.
Well, he just sounds like a phenomenal person.
And he went to a Cracker Barrel, a BP, and a Del Taco in Chattanooga. So I can already guess what type of vehicle this guy drives, the type of clothes that he wears, what his face looks like, and his body size. I can already guess.
I imagine that this guy maybe looks a little bit like Joe Exotic.
So. No, he's gonna look more like probably a younger Larry the Cable Guy. That's where I'm going. Everything he owns is camo.
I wouldn't say younger.
Everything he owns is camo. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, mid-40s, I'd say.
Yeah.
He went to a armory in St. Louis, and he goes to Cracker Barrel and hates anything name changing related to the NFL. So there you go.
But for some reason, he'll be reviewing stuff in about 6 months. So
Yep. He probably has a fantasy football team too.
yeah, he probably already drafted. What a weirdo.
Phone number for the NFL is 330-962-7272. Anybody want to call up Roger? I don't think he'd be there today. It's a weekend. He's probably in his vacation home in the Hamptons or something. But I don't know. Maybe they'll forward his private number or his yacht's number.
Well, it's a Sunday, so I don't really know if anybody would really.
Well, how much time do you think
there,
he's
I don't-
actually spending at the office right now in New York? There's nothing going on football-wise for the next 2.5 weeks.
Oh, they'll find a way.
Oh.
They always find a way.
No, like, so there's training camp.
So he would
is,
be then at the office, maybe then, since he doesn't need to travel anywhere or so.
well, do you think like he's probably at the office
no
right now
different than,
trying to hash out like TV contracts before the season starts, sponsorship, shit like that? Or is he...
stuff like that maybe. But again, he could do that through like like how we've been doing everything else for the last year, Zoom.
Yeah, I'm saying, does he really need to be at the office, or do you think he can be?
Does anybody? I don't know.
Be in his yacht in the Bahamas or the Caribbean, just chilling and doing everything
I
by
don't know what his
phone?
vacation schedule's like.
How much does he make?
Oh, 30 million was that the deal? Or they announced when he renegotiated his deal with the board of governors, aka the owners.
Goodell salary, because he can't have sponsorships or anything, right? Because he has to like remain neutral and shit.
It's like 30 million though.
40,
wanna say.
40 million.
Yeah, after taxes.
Who earns approximately $4 to $5 million in salary, whose total annual compensation is $40 million. So they give him a salary of $4 to $5 million, and then he gets like what, a $35 million bonus? Because it says,
Or is the 30 to 40 million like his total contract?
it says total annual compensation is $40 million, and he makes $4 to $5 million a year.
So like, is that like with insurance and stuff, like benefits and
Like benefits and
401
incentives
401ks?
or like bonuses. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
Contributions.
Or insurance coverage value. I don't know. 401k
Stock
value.
options.
Yeah.
Personal security, because let's face it, you see him walking down the street, you maybe think about punching him.
So he gets $5 million in money and then $35 million in whatever else. I don't know. Private jet. Gets to use a jet for the NFL.
Or is that
All
like his
travel?
expense account? Yeah, with that, or
Yeah, I don't know.
does that go into it? Yeah.
I have no idea. Somebody get Roger on the phone. I just gave you the phone number.
Hold on, we're talking money and the NFL here. Let's not get too into the weeds.
Yeah, no, well, they can just print money at this moment. That's all it is.
We maybe gave him a printing press for all we know.
All right. Well, speaking of the NFL, there's that golf tournament still going on. A lot of former and current players. Aaron Rodgers is in it. Former Denver Bronco quarterback A.J. Hawk in there.
Don't forget legend Doug Flutie.
Yeah, Doug Flutie. Patrick Mahomes is in there.
Kyle Williams, one of the leaders. I think he was a former offensive lineman.
Tony Romo's in there. He's in third. Now
But
he went
Adam
from
Thielen.
He's a good golfer though.
Tony went from fifth to third in like 3 holes.
Yeah, Tony Romo's a great golfer.
Well, Adam Thielen's up there. He's in 13th. Carson Palmer's in 15th.
Wasn't Tony like trying to get on like
Sure.
in the major?
Yeah, me and
tournaments,
Eric were
like US Open
actually
and stuff?
we were actually talking about this before you got on. Was there was a 1 week where Tony Romo may have missed the CBS broadcast because he was competing in a PGA qualifying tournament, and if he made the cut, he would miss the broadcast. So there was a whole bunch of who's CBS going to put in his place with Al Michaels. And
Yeah, I think he missed
Jim,
it by
Jim
2.
Nance.
Oh,
Jim
Nance.
Nance.
Yeah,
But,
Al Michaels is NBC, isn't he?
yep.
Yeah. So who's like dead last in this tournament, by the way.
Well,
He-
he's like 75 or something like that.
So fortunately for CBS, he missed the cut and was actually at the
The game.
yeah, making the broadcast. Sorry, somebody I know in New Jersey just sent me a Snapchat of a vehicle painted saying NJ Bud Bandit. Apparently, they go around selling weed out of that vehicle. I don't know. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Hashtag probable cause.
Just make sure you don't get lost and drive through a different state.
Brian,
or is it legal in New Jersey?
I'm thinking it is.
I'm sure it's legal in New Jersey, but if you get over to Pennsylvania, then
yeah. Brian, you were right earlier. By the way, we're talking about Steph and Stephen and Steph Curry were in this tournament. Del Curry's in it too. Yeah, their dad. He's 17th, so he's
doing much better than his sons.
Yeah, Steph Curry.
Underrated player in the NBA, Del Curry. So, just always like to throw that out there because of how great Steph is. Del Curry has had a great career too, like 17 years or something. So
yeah, so Steph Curry is 9th, his dad is 18th, and his brother Seth is like mid-30s, 54th. There it is.
They're all pretty good golfers, I will say. So
yeah,
clearly, since look where they are. So
yeah. So Eric, give us a trip report.
Larry the Cable Guy is
beating a lot of athletes, actual athletes.
Well, no, but like you don't hear a lot of other music or like musicians in there, so it's funny how he would be the one that got invited.
He's a comedian, not a musician.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right, comedian.
He maybe did a song with like Toby Keith or something.
Yeah, he did that whole tour with Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, the blue collar comedy tour.
Yeah, that shit.
My bad. I remember the stage presence.
Yeah, he did make one of the better jokes at like Jeff Foxworthy one time. It was when your former opening act makes $30 million more than you nowadays, you might be a redneck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just think how much money the Cars movies and all the shorts and all that gave that dude. Just ridiculous amount.
Oh, that's probably why he doesn't have to do anything anymore. So.
Oh, Bill Engvall was the other one I was thinking of. It wasn't Ron White.
Ron White too, right?
Ron White.
Yep.
The only bit I liked of Ron White's was when he was talking about how he got arrested for being drunk in public when he was in a fight in a bar, and he said I wasn't in public until they threw me out into public, and and then they said that they're also charging him with destruction of private property. And he was like, yeah, I destroyed that chair when they hit it over my thigh. Like, it was pretty funny.
Technically, it was when it hit him is when it broke. Yeah. So, boom, lawyered.
He did destroy the property.
Uh-oh, Italy and England are tied.
Are they?
It's level. It's level at 1. How come soccer...
This is like old school, like Catholics versus Protestants or something, so...
How come... soccer is the only one with weird ass terms for everything? It's not a tie, it's a level or a draw. Like it's either
I always heard it referred to as a draw.
Well, like a tie as like a game result is a draw, but if it's tied in like the score, it's all level. And then the pitch instead of the field. Like what the fuck is that? And then, what was the other one I just had? Fuck, I'll think of it. I
never quite understood the pitch one, I'll say that. Like, we're probably the ones that kind of changed all the words since, we're newer as a country.
Well, stop having us have to win world wars for you, and then you can...
Yeah, just say, I was about to say, happy belated 4th of July, England.
Yeah, like
middle finger. So
one of my favorite Reddit stories I saw was this guy. He was an American working abroad in London for like 2 years, and he made plans for the 4th of July, thinking like it was a holiday.
First of all, this guy's a dumbass, but
yeah. So he doesn't show up to work, and his boss called him. And was like, "Hey, where are you at?" And he goes, "Well, it's the 4th. Like, don't we have the day off?" And the guy was like, "Well, maybe in America you do, but
we don't celebrate that the same way."
Yeah, they just sip tea and look at themselves angrily all day long
with their summer teeth.
If you look at the resources that England had all over the world at that time,